Hello and welcome to all. Our first session unfolds here today. I hope you all are doing good amid this pandemic. Amid this situation, Cropcos, one of the largest online agricultural platform, digital classes, it provides you the series of lectures for all the competitive exams in terms of national exams and also for state exams, especially with reference to NABARD, FCI, FSSAI, CWC, Agricultural Supervisor, ASRB NET, ARS, and also for your master's degree program for various ICR exams, that is JRF, Junior Research Fellowship, and also for various state level agricultural exams like MCAER, which will help you to seek admission for higher degree courses. So the crop course is not only completely bound with agriculture, it stretches its wings into horticulture, sericulture, the fisheries and allied subjects. I, Abhishek Pal, will be your companion and educator. I will be providing you back-to-back lecture series for NABARD course, especially with reference to soil and water conservation. I sought my post-graduation from Dr. PDKV, Akola, Maharashtra. Subsequently, I worked as an assistant professor at School of Agriculture, GIETU, and I am a recipient of ICAR JRF. That's all from the introductory part. So before delivering today's session, I would just like to make you all acquainted in a very nutshell about the agenda of the session today and also for the entire program we have for NABARD under soil and water conservation. So you can take a look the various topics. Major soil types, that is our class today will begin. We have soil fertility and fertilizers. We have soil erosion, soil conservation and water management. We have water resource, irrigation management, types of irrigation and sources, crop water requirement and CAD, micro irrigation and some water conservation techniques and minor irrigation. So this is the outlook of our entire syllabus that we will be covering in a stipulated period of time before your NABARD exam, and be assured that it will drive you to your success point. We have objectives of very smart and strategic study which will help you to achieve all your career oriented goals, being very optimistic and obviously with some hard and smart work. So let us start today's class. Okay, so before beginning, I would like to draw your attention to this particular map of India, where you can see the various states. Okay, now how is it different? You see, just in a nutshell, I'll explain Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. Okay, so Jammu and Kashmir was a state, but now it is a union territory. Same, Ladakh is also a union territory. Okay, and rest all it remains same. So this is the north part. We know North India. This is our West India. This is our South India, and this is our Northeast India. Okay, why did I highlight this particular map? Just to show you the various states and their location. You need to remember what are the states present in Northeast, what are the states in North, West and South. Why? Because it has got a correlation with our soil types, because when we will study about the soil types, we will be needing to know about their distribution. Okay, so here the map of India or our India is divided into into three broad regions. Okay, mainly the peninsula, the mountain range and the Indo-Gangetic Plain. So this is the mountain range, Jammu Kashmir, HP and UK. Here we have IGP covering Gujarat, Rajasthan, UP, Delhi, Punjab, Haryana, Bihar, West Bengal and stretching out into the Assam. Okay, don't forget Assam. Okay, and also we have the peninsular part, that is the triangular portion of India. Okay, this is the triangular part and we call it as peninsula. Okay, this is the peninsula. So you just take a look into the ligand and what you do, just self understand, just see whether everything is correlating, matching or not. Okay, and this 329 million hectare of area, we all know this is the area of India, and just remember the value of latitude and the longitude. None will ask what is the latitude, but just you need to know the numerical value. Okay, so first to be enlisted is what are the various types, how many types of soil do we have in India. So we have basically 8. First is alluvial soil, black soil, red soil, laterite and lateritic, desert soil, forest and hill soil, podzolic soil and problematic soil. Now question comes, problematic soil means what? Problematic soil means it comprises of acid, saline and alkaline soil. Also you can say saline alkali soil, means which will have the combined property of both saline and alkaline. Okay, so we'll start with alluvial soil first. So here is another map which will be just highlighting the states and the type of soil present. So you see the first one जो हम लास्ट स्लाइड में पढ़े थे, जो माउंटेन का पार्ट है, that is having forest and hill soil mainly. Okay, so see that is also visible in the northeastern part, some of the northeastern part. Okay, next you see this color. What is this part? What do we call it? What we have seen in the physiographic division, it is known as Indo-Gangetic Plain, comprising of Punjab, Haryana, UP, Bihar, West Bengal, and then here we have Assam. Okay, and here we have Rajasthan. Okay, and Gujarat. Okay, so first we'll begin up with alluvial soil. So alluvial soil is, first question comes the distribution. In each and every soil, what you need to know is their distribution. Okay, now see, alluvial soil is present in the Indo-Gangetic Plain and it comprises the states of Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Bihar, West Bengal, Assam. I'll give you a small hint to remember and recall. Just remember the states जहाँ पे आपको river, okay, जहाँ पे आपका river flow है, वहाँ पे आपको you will be getting alluvial soil. Why? Question comes why? क्यों जहाँ पे नदियाँ है वहाँ पे alluvial soil मिलेंगे? See, alluvial rivers, what happens? They are carrying various products in them. Product means erosion products. Okay, I'm just trying to give you a rough idea. Now the river is flowing in a speed, at a great speed, but a time will come when the speed will decrease or the flow will come to a halt. At that particular place, what will happen? All this erosion deposited products will be deposited out here. Okay, ये जो river carry करके आपको आपका ला रहा है इस direction में, that will be deposited. And the soil formation that will take place here, we will be calling it as alluvial soil. Okay, and these products, whatever is being carried out, we call it as alluvium. Okay, which is being carried by rivers. Okay, so we need to pay attention in some of the common parameters for all the soils, like your soil fertility, distribution in relation to organic matter, reaction, parent material, that's all. Okay, so here you see parent material is alluvium and is of recent origin, alkaline in acidic part and acidic in unique moisture regime. Now you can ask me that, so how can a soil be alkaline and acidic at the same time? Is it possible? At the same time, it is not possible, but at various locations it is possible. How and why? Soil formation depends on various factors like climate, topography, parent material, etc. So the climatic factor is responsible for the reaction. Okay, acidic means in arid climate you can understand like Rajasthan, Gujarat. What happens there? The evaporation is more, whereas the precipitation is less, means rainfall is very low. In such a case, what happens? They dries up fast, or the loss of moisture and water from various bodies is in a higher rate. So as a result, what happens? They gets dried up faster. Okay, so in such case, alkaline soil formation may take place. But on the other hand, where we have water deposited for a longer period of time, just consider hydromorphic conditions, जहाँ पे पानी for a longer amount of time जमा हुआ एक जगह पे and the water is unable to drain out. What will be the chemistry in that soil? What will be the chemical changes? What will happen there is, जो elements present है, they will be in a reduced condition. The flow of oxygen will be stopped. There will be completely lack of oxygen. As a result, acidic soil formation will take place. Okay, so this is the concept behind it. इतना deep जाने की फिलहाल ज़रूरत नहीं है, but still I will be explaining you the concepts ताकि once you hear my class, no need to read or revise again and again. Okay, smart study will do. One time हम लोग पढ़ेंगे, अच्छे से पढ़ेंगे. We'll take a look into the map, distribution, graphic, various physiographic parts, and will make it set in our mind one time only. Okay, next is the most important line about alluvial soil is they are the best agricultural soil. Okay, remember why? Because of their fertility status. And here you see sufficient in P and K, means they are sufficient in phosphorus and potassium but deficient in nitrogen and organic matter. Okay, so now how many essential elements are there? Who can answer me? We have how many? Let me give you options: 17, 18, 16, none of the above. Is it very confusing? No, it's not. It's not confusing. We have 17 essential elements. Okay, which one is the last added? The last added is nickel. Okay, the last added is nickel. Okay, so you all are requested to carry a pen and a paper and just note down whatever I am delivering. Okay, so parent material is illite, just remember the name. Enough. Order inceptisol and antisol. Now we need some attention here. Soil order, that is the highest category in terms of classification as per soil taxonomy is concerned. How many soil orders do we have? Again, let me give you some option: 12, 13, 14, 11. We have 12 soil orders. Okay, so in that we have inceptisol and antisol. Now दोनों में तो कुछ तो difference होगा, नहीं तो हम याद कैसे रखेंगे अगर सब same है. See, focus on the difference. Antisol means here they are very recently formed. Okay, antisol means very recently formed mineral soils and they completely lack profile development. One thing. On the other hand, we have inceptisol. Inceptisol means there is beginning, means formation शुरुआत हुआ है, beginning, but here also there is no profile development. Why? Because of a limiting factor. And what is that limiting factor? That limiting factor is time. Okay, that limiting factor is time. Due to the time limiting factor, the formation of various horizons and the profile couldn't take place. See here it's written A, B, C. How many horizons do we have? O, A, E, B, C and R. R is the bedrock. So here you see, depending upon the prevailing climate and age, so it depends. Okay. Now most important is crops. What are the crops that can be grown in the Indo-Gangetic plain, so or in the alluvial soil? So we have got rice, then we have got wheat, sugarcane, maize, potato, tobacco, oil seeds, etc. Okay, so you just need to understand and just remember the names. Now this wide group of soil, the alluvial soil, having 75 million hectare of our area, it has got some constraints. Now what are those constraints? We'll take a look. There is a restriction in leaching. What is leaching? Leaching is it is a kind of loss. It is a downward movement of water along with the nutrients. It is a kind of loss. Okay, our nitrogen nutrient, nitrate, NO3 minus, that is extremely prone to leaching losses. ध्यान में रखना. You can mark it out. Very important question from fertility point of view. Okay. On the other hand, it is also said that they promote excessive leaching. Now, what does it mean by that? Excessive leaching means it happens when there is macropores. I am trying to draw something. Please pay attention. You see this. I have drawn some small pore spaces. Okay. So here you need to know we have macropore. Okay. And on the other hand we have micropore. Okay, so macropore means जिसका size है more than 0.06 millimeter. Okay, millimeter, and here it is opposite, means less than. So in case of sand, the macropores is more. So what will happen? There will be excess leaching. That just exactly mentioned here. You see, sandy nature. हम सबको पता है कि sandy soil में मैक्रोपोर्स ज़्यादा है. बट लीचिंग रिस्ट्रिक्शन कब हो सकता है? इट मे हैपन वेयर क्ले कंटेंट इज मोर. ओके, व्हेन द माइक्रोपोर्स आर मोर, वहाँ पे लीचिंग प्रॉब्लम हो. ओके, द सॉइल विल नॉट ड्रेन आउट इजिली. ओके, सो दैट इज द कंसेप्ट. एंड हाइड्रोमॉर्फिक कंडीशन दैट आई हैव ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू बिफोर, रिजल्टिंग इन पुअर एरेशन. ऑब्वियसली अगर कहीं पे वाटर लॉक्ड सॉइल है, जस्ट कंपेयर our crop rice. It needs submerged condition. The chemistry of rice field is completely distinct from others. So here the hydromorphic condition results in poor aeration for plant growth. So that is a constraint. And the soil goes saline when the evaporation exceeds rainfall. That I have told you. Obviously when जब input ही नहीं होगा and there is completely loss, what will happen? It will be going drier. Okay, the salts of calcium and magnesium will be getting deposited. Okay, that just happens in case of Rajasthan and Gujarat plains. Okay, so in this particular diagram I have highlighted the plains. You see what are the states we saw? Punjab, Haryana plain. This is the UP part complete. Then we have Bihar here. Okay, then also we have West Bengal in the lower part, and then we have got Brahmaputra plain. Okay, so this is all about the IGP or alluvial soil. Okay, तो IGP में राजस्थान है, but in case of alluvial soil Rajasthan is not there, so just have to remember this. Alright, so let's go ahead. Next comes black soil. Now black soil is very interesting. Black soil का कुछ ऐसा properties है that if you remember once, I'll try my best to make you remember till the end of time. You will never forget. Black soil is having such unique properties which other soil types are not having. चलो, in a similar fashion, जैसे हम पढ़ते हुए आ रहे हैं, in the same parameters, let us see. First is distribution. So black soil means it is distributed in the central, western and the southern parts. Okay, in the southern parts. So you just have to remember the map of India. मैंने सबसे पहले मैप दिखाया था, बताया था नॉर्थ इंडिया, साउथ इंडिया, वेस्ट एंड नॉर्थ ईस्ट. सो अगर आपको वो याद है तो यू कैन इजीली रिमेंबर दिस. ओके, नाउ सी हियर The distribution 74 million hectare. 74 million hectare. Basaltic rock is the parent material. Semi-arid to sub-humid conditions. Semi-arid means you can understand that is partially arid. Just almost semi-humid means you can consider states of Maharashtra, and Maharashtra is having high content of black soil. ओके, हायर क्ले, जो क्ले का जो कंटेंट है वो बहुत ज़्यादा है, हाईएस्ट है इन केस ऑफ ब्लैक सॉइल. पीएच मतलब रिएक्शन, एसिडिक है, सलाइन है, अल्कालाइन है, सलाइन अल्कालाइन है. सो द पीएच इज बिटवीन 7.5 to 8.5. सो दिस इज करेक्ट. And in case of certain conditions, it may go higher up to 9. In which condition? Under sodic condition. So sodic means alkaline. Okay, sodic means alkaline condition. So higher water and nutrient holding capacity. I told you clay means it will have micropores. वहाँ पे drainage नहीं होगा, excessive leaching नहीं होगा. तो what will happen? जो हमारा soil है that will hold on the water, and as a result the nutrients won't be lost. So you see here high water and nutrient holding capacity. Okay, and then we have swelling and shrinkage property. This is the unique property of black soil: swelling and shrinkage, and also self churning. So this is the unique property of our black soil. Okay, so self churning means what? Means as a result of swelling and shrinkage, they gets churned. Okay, self churning means there is no need of extra mulching in this soil. They are self churning soils. Okay, and one more important point is here. What happens? There is no alluviation and illuviation because of churning. Okay, focus here. Alluviation means washing out, and illuviation is obviously washing in. So this property doesn't exhibit in case of black soil. Okay, but whatever we have learned in our soil science agricultural course is that alluviation and illuviation is an important property of soil formation, or a factor of soil formation. But in case of black soil, this property is excluded. Okay, as a result, the B horizon is absent in case of black soil. To be remembered, please. Now, black soil, I have pronounced it multiple times. A question comes out: why the black soil is black? Why the term black? Very dark. Why? Who can give me the answer? Let me know. What is the point behind for black color? So let us see. Black color, it is mainly due to the presence of clay and humus complex plus titaniferous magnetite mineral. Okay, to be paid attention. Clay and humus complex and titaniferous magnetite minerals. We know that humus is a dark colored colloidal complex that is the end product of decomposition. Okay, so some of the constraints here is low infiltration. Okay, because of extreme higher clay, poor drainage, poor in nitrogen, phosphorus and sulfur. And also the calcareous nature affects micronutrients. Now what are the micronutrients? Fe, Cu, Mn, Zn, molybdenum, boron, chlorine. I think I have not missed out any. Okay, so here the micronutrient availability is more in the acidic soil, but calcareous soil means calcium carbonate is more. That is, the pH is above 7. So the availability of micronutrients in such a case is reduced. So the soil order of black soil is vertisol. Okay, very important question. You may get a question regarding this order of alluvial soil. So black soil. So the crops grown is cotton, sugarcane, maize, chickpea, sunflower, pigeon pea, millet, sorghum, groundnut, soybean and pea. Let us take a look into this image. This particular image is clicked by me. I clicked this particular image during my research program under my guide which was done during my MSc program at Akola, Maharashtra, and you can see the color of the soil. You see the color, and just let me know what is the color of the soil. This color is black. Okay, but the photo was clicked in the time period of noon, means the sunshine was very high, so you can notice of some kind of brightness, but excluding that you can notice that the color of the soil here is black. So the crop here is which crop? Okay, let it be a task for you all to find out which crop is this. Okay, let's proceed. Okay, one more property is silicon slides and Gilgai relief of black soil. Now what is silicon slide? Silicon slide means it is a polished surface which is formed inside the profile as a result of friction, as a result of continuous friction inside. वहाँ पे I told you that black soil is having very unique features. Okay, as a result of self-churning, swelling, shrinkage, what happens due to internal friction? There is formation of silicon slides. So you can see this picture. I have highlighted the silicon slides and Gilgai relief. Gilgai relief means it is a part like a depression area जहाँ पे पानी जमा हुआ है. Okay, like depression area. So that is Gilgai macro relief. So here you see one more thing. The cracks here, you see the crack. You see कितना wide crack है. See the cracks here, huge wide cracks. तो ये जो फीचर है आपको हर सॉइल में देखने को नहीं मिलेगा, मिल भी सकता है, बट इट इज मेनली इन केस ऑफ ब्लैक सॉइल और वर्टिसोल. ध्यान में रखने की चीज़ है, क्वेश्चन आने की संभावना बहुत ज़्यादा है यहाँ से. ओके, ब्लैक सॉइल, वर्टिसोल, यूनिक फीचर, swelling and shrinkage. Okay, so this crack formation is because of alternate swelling and shrinkage. Okay, so that's all about black soil. We have covered the fundamental part, and I will be definitely marking down your questions, queries, whatever. So before that, we have one more soil for today's session, red soil. Let us begin with full enthusiasm and let us learn the facts and important parts that can be asked in the exam. Again, in a similar way, सबसे पहले हम लोग क्या पढ़ते थे? डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन. सो यहाँ पे भी हम लोग डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन पे ध्यान देंगे. सी, आंध्र प्रदेश, तमिलनाडु, कर्नाटका, ओडिशा, नॉर्थ ईस्ट स्टेट्स एंड गोवा. सो दिस इज द रीजन why I have shown you the map in the beginning of the slide. See, northeast means 7 states. What are those 7 states? Arunachal Pradesh, then you have got Nagaland, the capital is Kohima, Manipur, the capital is Imphal, Mizoram, the capital is Aizawl, Tripura, the capital is Agartala, we have Shillong, the capital of Meghalaya, and we have Assam. Okay, Assam, but the capital of Assam is Guwahati. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sisters. Okay, so here you see Gangtok, Sikkim. That is you can say a part of the northeast. Okay, but that is not under the sisters. So the topographic position means the position, okay, that is occupying the lower and also in some cases some higher topographic positions, the red soil. Okay, let us start. Why red soil? What is sesquioxide? See, sesquioxide means the red soils, they are rich in sesquioxides, that is iron and aluminium content. Again, to be specific, iron and aluminium content. Okay, we call it as sesquioxide. Okay, so oxide means what? Oxygen, addition of oxygen. Iron के साथ oxygen जुड़ गया, aluminium के साथ भी oxygen जुड़ गया. That is an oxide reaction. Okay, so rocks of granite, that is the parent material. Gneiss, granite and gneiss, these are the parent material for red soil. So this is the ratio of silica is to sesquio oxide that you need to remember. Just आपको वैल्यू याद करना है, डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन आने का संभावना बहुत ज़्यादा है यहाँ पे. ओके, since this is sesquio oxide containing iron, you see the iron content is 30 to 40% iron content. That is very very important from your exam point of view, especially for NABARD and also for other soil science agriculture competitive exams point of view. Mainly dominant in the southern parts, but also I told you you can find it in the northeastern states. Okay, so the climatic condition will be subtropical mainly. Actually that will be subtropical. Obviously India, if we talk about India, India is also a subtropical country. Okay, so here the northeast part, that is from where the Tropic of Cancer it passes through the state of Tripura, and the nearest state is Udaipur. So here also the prevailing condition is subtropical. Okay, so parent material, we have our next point. So here the parent material is kaolinite. So kaolinite is a type of clay belonging to 1:1 type clay. Okay, so just remember kaolinite, that's all, no need to remember much more. And in case of black soil it's montmorillonite, 2:1. You just need to remember this piece of information. Now they are deficient in NPK, organic matter and lime. Okay, deficient in all the three major nutrients. So that is a drawback, a constraint of red soil. Okay, high water and nutrient holding capacity. Okay, but here there is no swelling and shrinkage. Okay, you will not find any swelling and shrinkage, but in case of black soil it is having heavy swelling and shrinkage. All right, so here you see the iron and aluminium under oxidized conditions forms sesquio oxide. I told you oxidation means addition of oxygen. You see oxides of iron and oxides of aluminium. So these are the states. Here you see there is surface crusting, that is a problem. What happens as a result of surface crusting is, you know, the germination of seeds fails. That is a physical problem in case of red soil. Poor natural soil fertility. Obviously the nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, organic matter, they are deficient. As a result the soil fertility is poor. Here we have alfisol and altisol. Just to remember the names of the 2 out of the 12 orders, that is alfisol and altisol. See Al, by Al you can remember as aluminium. F is ferrous. Alti means last, right? So obviously when iron, aluminium is, these are acidic compounds. So if these are higher, the basic compounds on the other hand, that is the calcium and magnesium, they will be very low. See low base saturation. Okay, cation exchange capacity is between 25 to 40 centimole per kg. Crops grown rice, soybean, groundnut, potato, grapes, papaya, banana, mango, etc. Now we come to the most important part under acid soil. The color varies from red to yellow in color. Now question is how and why. Okay, in exam you won't be asked how and why, but I, being your educator, I feel the importance to highlight this answer so that you can remember it till the end of time. So see what happens. Soil may we have, what is the composition? Sand, silt and clay. Suppose you consider these are sand, silt and clay. Okay, whatever I am drawing, try to focus. Now what happens, the iron and the aluminium compound of the sesquio oxides, they form a coating. वो क्या करते हैं, कोटिंग कवर अप कर देते हैं इसको. जो भी सैंड, सिल्ट एंड क्ले है उनके ऊपर एक they act as a coating, cover. Okay, so when this is covered by the sesquio oxides, the red color is imparted. Okay, when the particles of the soil, the sand, silt and clay, they are occupied or covered by sesquio oxides, the red color is imparted. Okay, so when the red color is imparted, we have hematite, and when the yellow color is there, we have limonite. Okay, we have limonite. This is the formula of limonite. Limonite means what? The same thing, but the difference is they are hydrous, means there is addition of water. Okay, addition of H2O. Okay, so this is the basic difference. And hematite means anhydrous, and limonite means hydrous. Okay, so this was all about the basic fundamentals regarding the three types out of the total enlisted soil. I hope you all have marked out, figured out, and I think I have succeeded to provide you the best of informations which is indispensable for our NABARD exam point of view. And you may get questions from this part, so please mark down, make a specific note and follow the strategy, and we'll sure that we will be getting successful very soon. Okay, so here I end up, and subsequently we have the objective question part. We'll discuss the objective questions from this particular topic, whatever we have discussed right now, and what are the questions which were being asked by NABARD from previous few year questions. Okay, so that is it. I'll conclude up here. Thank you for listening, watching. So stay connected, stay tuned for more updates, and till I bring something more exciting, have a good day, and keep preparing in the best way possible. Thank you.